Okay, so what makes this problem a little challenging is just how accurate they want the answer. They want you to round to the thousandth place. So then you kind of have to be careful on converting your minutes to degrees. And so what we're going to do here is you have 148 degrees plus you have 40 over 60 of a degree right there, converting the minutes to degrees. And so that'll cancel out right there, and then that'll reduce down to 148 plus 2/3. 4 over 6 will reduce to 2/3. And so typically, this wouldn't be that big of a deal. You could just kind of round that. But since they want it so accurately, what we're going to have to do is go ahead and add these together. And so we're going to have a common denominator. And so what we're going to do is we're going to multiply the 148 by 3 over 3. So let's see what that gives us. 148 times 3, so 444. So we're going to get 444 over 3. So that was just how I got my LCD right there. Multiplied the top and bottom by 3. Now I have that common denominator and I can add these together. So I get 446 over 3 degrees. Okay, so that's how I converted that. Um, and so now they want the answer in radians, all right? So what we're going to do is we multiply by pi over 180, okay? So what we'll do is I'll stick all that in the calculator and then we'll have to round. So let's see. Parentheses 446 divided by 3, and then we're going to multiply that by pi divided by 180. And let's see what we get. So this is what we get here. And I'm going to go ahead and take a little snapshot of that. Okay, so there's what I get from my calculator right there. So for rounding to the thousandths, we're going to go 3 decimal places. So we're going to have to round that 4 actually up to a 5 because the value that comes after it is greater than or equal to 5. So that causes us to round up. So it should be 2.59 and then a 5 right there. And that's how many radians that would be. So if that 7 right there were instead like a 3 or a 4, we would not have rounded up. But since it was a 7, we had to go ahead and round up. So anyways, that's why it's important that we actually converted it and to a got a common denominator here, so we could go ahead and add that together and have an exact answer.